welcome to Mizotarot's weekly tarot and oracle card reading. I'm Mila, your host, and welcome. I want to thank you for watching this week. I want to do a quick reminder, I'm going to be at the Abbotsford Flea Market from 8 until 3 tomorrow, Sunday, and you can come on by and say hello, grab a reading. That's where I'm most reasonably priced, so I hope to see you. Other than that, pardon me, this week, how was it? The Wheel of Fortune tends to bring a little bit of chaos, but after the chaos kind of gets over and done with, you see that there's great opportunity for healing and opportunity for things to go very well for you. So that kind of happened. My week, my Wheel of Fortune happened a little bit earlier, and things have smoothed out a little bit by now. And things are really it's looking far more optimistic, which is really brilliant because there was a need for things to shift. So if something chaotic happens, just try to keep the faith. It's all happening for a reason, and just, you know, roll with it with a good attitude, and things happen for a reason. And today, sorry about the view, there's not a very good view. There's this big orange ship here. I guess it's in keeping with Halloween. I hope you had fun. I hope the kids had fun. I hope you got out there safe and sound and back home with no issues. I personally don't really go out on Halloween because I don't like the craziness. I'm a little like that anyways. So, but I enjoy seeing everybody's costumes and such. Let's get to the cards. Okay. So, first card of the week. Six of Wands. Now, this has been repeated. We've been getting this, and this is about the long, hard battle that I was talking about. The stuff that brings us the most grief sometimes leads us to victory. It's kind of that breakdown before breakthrough, right? You know, it's still here, it's still hanging on, things are still taking a while. We just got to breathe through it and take it easy. It should be starting to shift right at the beginning of this week, We should be hearing the news that we're expecting to hearing. I've heard some news, but it hasn't been moving fast enough for me or to my liking. But you know what we've got to be remembering, and I've been really doing this as well, is everything comes to us in divine timing at just the right time, when we're open to it, when we are ready to receive, when we are ready to learn the lessons of the past, right? Also, I'm really seeing the moon in this today. It is a really big time for us to be listening to our intuition in massive, massive ways. So intuition is key as we move forward to success, whatever your success looks like. Whether that be starting a business for yourself, whether it be just, you know, doing, like I know some people are just learning how to do tarot for themselves, and maybe you want to branch out and start doing readings for other people, right? That doesn't necessarily mean starting a business, but it means honing in your skills. Or if you want to be a writer, you got to write every day. Or if you want to, you know, whatever it is, what is your goal, right? I've been telling you, you've got to reach for the stars, be more, step into your soul's purpose. How that happens is by doing it one small step at a time, one baby step at a time. And when you complete that one step, that's when the other step will unfold. So you've got to have faith and trust. So let's see what's in the middle of the week here. King of Cups. So, this is about those Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces male. They're usually, at this point, I've noticed a lot of Scorpios, and it is Scorpio time, because this is, in the astrology, we're in the Scorpio period. They've been very indecisive lately, and this can be females as well, and they're feeling unsure of themselves a little bit and unsure of what direction to go. Again, they may need a little bit of coddling, a little bit of you know, and I want to say tough love. It's kind of like, you know, shit or get off the pot. You know, one of those things. And if you're feeling that indecisiveness or whatever, I really think it's time to make a decision of what you're going to do, because we have a limited period right now where I believe it starts on tomorrow, November 2nd, and it lasts until around December 4th or something like that, where all opportunities are with you right now. So the chaos of last week will lead to victory, but only if you step up and take it one step at a time. So if you're feeling like lost, confused and stuff like that, what direction do I go in? It's time to calm it down, slow it down. Also, King of Cups, they tend to be drinkers or absolute non-drinkers, but they tend to be drinkers or really involved in their habits, right? So watch what you're doing with your habits. So if we tune into this energy, we got to watch what we're doing with our habits. We got to create healthy lifestyles for ourselves. Maybe lay off the booze this week so that you have a clear mind, so that you can make some decisions. And you don't have to make massive big choices and say, I'm going to enroll in X, Y, and Z, although I don't think it's a bad idea if you do. But you've got to make those steps to say that decision, to say, I am going to better myself. I am going to do what I want to accomplish. And you got to start with that first step, whether it be the phone call, the writing it down as a goal, or what have you, right? So, thought someone was behind me. Okay, so then we've got the moon. Again, this is about intuition. Now, King of Cups as well, whether he chooses to believe it or not, he is highly intuitive. I believe they're ruled by the moon. So it's kind of, and all of these have really big moons in these cards, right? And this is the Mystic Dreamer Tarot if you want your own deck. They're really beautiful, and I've got free lessons going for them. And I use this deck exclusively because I love the pictures of it. So the moon is about emergence, moving out of the rough stuff and getting into the smooth, balanced area of your life. Now, it may have seemed that this has been a rough period for quite a while, and especially for certain star types, but I really believe that it's been for just about everyone. There's been a couple of rough years, right? So there's been a lot of change. There's been a lot of focus on relationships. There's been a lot of introspection. There's been a lot of, you know, movement to get to the new spot. Now, I myself have been moving through and working through and doing stuff that I need to do and doing the meditations, and I see my life that I have dreamed of waking up before my eyes. I'm doing it without even realizing it now, because I set the intention about 5 years ago that this is what my life was going to be like. I can work anywhere. I went to the Okanagan for almost 3 months this year. I went, you know, I'm doing what I want to do, and, you know, and life is just flowing, right? So once you get in tune with the flow, you're grateful, you're appreciative, everything is moving for you. That's when you get out of the rough stuff. This card also goes with that saying, as is above, as is below. And so that means that we're just really, it just means that we're all energy. That we're energy, and the thoughts that we're thinking. And I've been going through that book, You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. Very, very good. We're on to chapter 2 now, my stepmother and I. And it's about the third time I've read the book, but I'm working through it again. But this is like, you know, every time you go through the book, every time you up-level yourself, there's going to be a rough spot. There's going to be a time where you feel, you know, a little unsettled and a little whatever. But this is the card that's saying, you know what, hey, you're doing the right thing. You're moving, you're up-leveling yourself, because you're like really emerging out of the water up the stairs, and you're there. And, you know, it just requires balance and a strong foundation, because there's mountains in the background. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to put it right up close. Anyways, intuition is key there. So we're going to be noticing a shift by the end of next weekend. We'll be coming out of the water and we won't feel like we're drowning anymore. Perfect. Okay, what's the... Oh, goodness. Okay. this card, we haven't seen it in a while. Deprivation. Now, prosperity guides. Best way to do this is to give. I've been giving a lot this week. I've donated myself to the Children's Hospital Fund that I was raising money for. That's now closed. I want to thank everybody that did donate. I meant to write down the names to thank you. I'll do that next week. I really, 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 really appreciate your donations. But here, deprivation, this person's alone kind of in a boat or a box or whatever it is. When you feel broke, when you say to yourself all the time, I'm broke, can't do that, can't afford this, can't do that, I don't have the money for that, I will never be able to go on a vacation because I'll never get the thing, you are actually putting that out to the universe. That feeling is getting sent out like a wave. Just imagine it. And then it's coming back to you so that you do feel like this. I actually went to, they call it a triage center, is at 707 Powell Street. I went and gave a whole bag, like a garbage bag of men's socks, and then I gave a half a garbage bag full of women's business clothes for women that are getting back into the workforce after drug problems and being on the road, you know, living on the street and stuff like that. You know, here's the thing, whatever you can do, whether it be cleaning out your closet and bringing that old clothes that's no longer good for you because you don't fit it, like all my clothes are too big for me now, so I just went through it. My stepmom went through hers because she's lost 20 pounds, you know, so, you know, give what you can. Whether it be a smile, you know, start smiling at people, start giving compliments, those are free. Start noticing the good things, and then sooner rather than later, you will see the shift. You'll start noticing that money's trickling in, right? Because money isn't everything in prosperity. It's health, it's relationships, it's time off, right? So if you're working your butt to the bone as well, that isn't good either, right? And I find that the more people work, the less money they have. I found that with my business, the less I do, the better it is for me. And, you know, because you just get more and more organized, so get organized. That also helps when you clean out your closets and donate, right? So you have more room for better stuff to come in. Aha! We haven't seen this for a while. Twin flame. Now, if you're single and you're a female, you might be meeting the King of Cups, because the twin flame is coming here. Twin flame brings news of, you know, just love, true love. One of those romances of a lifetime. Twin flame soulmates. I'm not married and what have you. I believe that soulmates come to us, there's a lot of them, and they come to us for a reason, right? Some of them are to teach us how to love and to receive love, and they're willing to stick it through you forever, and that's more like what the twin flame is. But more often than not, our soulmates are there to teach us a lesson by standing up for ourselves and stuff like that. So when you meet somebody, always pay attention to the red flags, but, you know, be open to love, because this is a loving period where we may indeed just find our soulmates, our twin flames. Let's find out what the... This is so funny. This could be the one. So you've already met the romantic partner you seek. Isn't that funny? So this is a, like I said, a lovey-dovey period, right? So even if you feel broke, make the time and energy to get out there, even if it's something for free, whether it be a walk in the park or by the beach or what have you, because you might just bump into somebody that you have previously met and rekindle something. So this could be the one. Or if you've already met somebody and you've started dating them, then keep it up. I'm a little bit tentative. I've jumped into things in the past, and now I take my time, and it's better that way, because, you know, anyways. But if you're already together with somebody, married or whatever, it's time to focus on your relationships too. How can you make it just as happy as when you first met, when you got in that honeymoon period, right? So all in all, we've got, you know, it's all about intuition this week. Lots of love there. Get out of the deprivation or the why me thing, and things are going to be really beautiful. Things are going to start lightening up this week. Things are going to start moving forward. I keep on saying that, but I really feel it. I really feel it. Sometimes the cards, you know, with timing, as far as timing goes, they tell you stuff, and it takes longer to unravel because we have our free will, right? So, you know, we got to be patient, we've got to take our time, and we got to just know that it's already come to us. And that's that. So this week I wish you a very, very good week. If you want to learn how to read the cards, you can hop on over to my website at mizotarot.ca, find the Learn Tarot tab, and sign up for, I believe it's 6 lessons, all on the Mystic Dreamer Tarot, but you can use them for any deck. That's fine, and hopefully maybe I'll see 1 or 2 of you at the flea market on Sunday. Okay, take care. Have a good one.